The West Coast, we don't got Vice Lords, we don't got GDs. I mean, much love for them dudes and shit, but I'm saying we affect so many people with how we got in, and I play a major part in that. So what I look like, playing a bitch role and not educating or keeping it clean or representing in a positive way, I'm a blood, I'm a Damo. There's just no getting around that. But like I said, I'm gonna
crack it back because you look like you had a whole lot of fun, bro.
Man, we went to went to Vegas for the Chris Brown concert. My cousin is Chris Brown's bodyguard, so we had some French benefits.
Your cousin is what?
Chris Brown's bodyguard, big dude.
That's crazy. So y'all just be running around with the stars all the time.
I mean, that's kind of, it don't even, when we in that element, it don't even feel like it. It's kind of just like we're family doing what we do.
There's also, for certain people that have to turn the music off when their kids in the car. There are
your mamas and daddies did it.
Yeah, they did.
So it's your turn.
But there was other music that they could play and didn't have to turn off. And it doesn't seem like we have.
Yeah, that's called a radio version. Right?
What they allow
DJ?
on the radio. What they allowing on the radio.
Nothing wrong with that, but the ego part is what I'm stuck on. Like you're
we
right.
We human. It's come with it.
Now I'm gonna tell you why that's true. But that's why God said to walk in the spirit so you don't fulfill the lust of the flesh. So that's when we, as the people who know these things, have to separate that. Like, hold up, wait a minute, I'm getting too much in the flesh about this. I appreciate it. It's an honor.
He said what he said at the end of the day. Like,
How much pressure did that put on y'all for real? Because this LA?
I mean, not like that. It was easy. The real pressure was just, sometime waking up every day. Like, the music, it was, that was like therapy. Like, that was like fun to us. Like,
It was just fun? I mean... Green Lounge LA, Mad Boots Entertainment, and Angels Clubhouse Empire presents The Struggle. I'm Hove, and today I'm with
Supervision, PKA, Supervision448, also known as, the streets know me as The Plug. Keep it 1,000, wow. They know me.
They know you.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100. Hey, thank you for coming. So The Plug, huh? How did they get to know you as The Plug?
Just because whenever anybody need to tap in and get anything in these streets, from some bomb ass weed to Dodger tickets or whatever else one may need to tap into. I've always been the source. I always felt like because I couldn't see, like, for me to be relevant in the sighted world.
Did you say you can't see?
Only the money, but...
Hold on, slow, pimpin'. Your name is Supervision.
Yes, sir.
Low-key, you got your own movie out. Low-key, you rock stages.
Yes, sir.
And low-key, I heard you can play Madden, bruh.
For business, for a hustle. It's one of my hustles. I'm down.
How the heck do you be blind but play Madden, sir?
Well, first of all, I want to put a disclaimer out there to let anybody know if you want it. It behooves you to come get down with me. I want to do business. Yeah, we can put whatever up. That's one.
Hold on.
I do it?
What squad you running with?
I run with the Saints.
You run with the Saints? Oh, yeah. Drew Bledsoe Saints?
Yeah, I run with Drew Brees Saints. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Drew Bledsoe. My bad. It was Drew Brees and
I'm correct you, bro.
I'm just totally...
pimp this way.
Hey, no, I am totally just
correcting.
The fact that this brother say he blind and he can play Madden just has totally fucked my head up, bro. How'd you learn to adapt with that kind of skill? That's crazy.
Well, while all these motherfuckers is saying like pause every time they say some shit or whatever because, all these men are unsure about themselves. I be having to do that when it pertains to like seeing and not seeing. So I don't say pause. I have to respectfully say I'm putting a disclaimer out there. All right, first of all, I'm not fucking blind. Blind is a figment of a sighted nigga's imagination to lure who I am and make me feel disadvantaged. I just can't see. I'm just a dude who lost sight when I was young, right? And kept that shit mushing and pushing. You feel me? Okay. How did I do it? It's some intangibles that really, really helped. First, it was God. Second, it was family. Third, it was heart, balls and tenacity. I was with Dave Chappelle one time, and he asked me to bust a rap, and we on stage and shit at the Improv right here in L.A.
Okay.
On Melrose and shit, and he asked me to bust a rap, and I said something about, you know what I mean, like I'm not sweating the haters because they just sweat off my balls. And he said, did you hear that, nigga? He said off his balls. You know what I mean? So that just, you know what I mean? Like I said, you know, all I've ever been about is tenacity, persistence, and fucking hunger. You know what I mean? Like I can eat a whole fucking building. I can eat a human to his ankles. And I ain't gonna say no homo. No, nigga, I'll really fucking eat you. All teeth. You know what I mean? Like I don't even... Hey, Hov, to be honest with you, when I'm eating these niggas, when I'm eating these motherfuckers, because I come from the school of like Hard Knocks, right?
Okay.
Where MC said, nigga, I'm going to eat the whole room. And niggas was so masculine about it. Nobody had to say no homo or
So I take it you really don't like the no homo, no pause shit.
I don't like fake. I don't like all this new fake shit that's being developed so somebody can feel like they're somebody that they wasn't before. Listen. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I can't see the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I can't see.
Hold on.
I'm glad I can't see bullshit.
No bullshit. You dress fly as fuck right now. It's hard for me, and you playing Madden.
It's on me, not in me.
And
I mean, it's
how the hell
not on me, but it's on me too.
You know what? Let me see your eyes then. Let me see your eyes. That's the only way I'm gonna know for sure that your ass is blind. Let me see. Yeah, can you take the glasses off? Let me see.
I'm on my Stevie Wonder shit. Shout out to Mr. Morris, man. If motherfuckers don't know, Stevie Wonder name is Mr. Morris, the boss. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my shit off, but I'm on my Stevie shit right now. Now I'm on my go holler at your jeweler shit.
Hold on, what is in your eye? What is that?
Diamonds. Hey,
bro,
it's a carrot apiece. Look.
What is you doing?
No. You know what, Hov? What happened was this.
You said fuck it, huh? You said if I can't use them, I'ma bless them. You put a carrot in your eyes?
Yeah, what happened was I was just signing to Mario Winans. This is like, you know, and with the Bad Boy whole situation. And
hold on, you moving too fast, man. What Bad Boy situation?
Look. So I was signed to Mario Winans through Bad Boy back in like 05, 06. It was 05. They dropped me in 06.
Okay.
We in Daddy's house in New York. It's on like 48th and like 8th Ave or some shit like that.
Okay.
So we recording this shit, and you know, Mario was telling me like you know, because at that time, like both of my eyes when I was a kid got eradicated through the whole process of, you know what I mean? Watch my movie and y'all will find out.
Yeah, no, but bringing up the movie, you did talk about
Supervision, Passion of a Hustler is currently on Tubi. Check me out. Supervision, Passion of a Hustler, keyword supervision, shit should pop right up. Check your boy out. But basically, what he explains in my movie, when I lost my sight as a kid to a tragic incident, right? What ended up happening is I lost this eye first and then this eye second.
Okay.
Right? And in that eradication, they had to make prosthetic eyes, right?
Okay.
But that were exact replicas of my real eyes. So it wasn't like I had, you know, fucked up brown eyes. Not saying people with brown eyes are fucked up, but I have beautiful ass greenish gray eyes, right?
Right.
So what ended up happening is, you know, they had to make the prosthetics exactly how my eyes looked. So it wasn't like I had brown eyes and then I had green eyes or whatever. No, I always had beautiful eyes, you know,
so they kept with the original look.
Right. They kept me with the original look, right? That's what my mom is such a extraordinary person, because like when people say, hey, you don't look like you blind or anything like that, it's like, man, my mom was in there like, fuck that, my son go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she gonna be fresh. He gonna be fresh. Fuck this shit.
See, I be wanting to talk, and the reason why I pointed at myself, because I take full responsibility for anything I say, and I don't be wanting to be reflective, right? Because not being able to see, I can't be fake to whereas I'm going to tell you some shit by looking at you, but I'm thinking something totally different. You know what I mean? I want to actually tell you what the fuck I'm thinking. Or I want to tell you what I'm thinking she was possibly thinking, you know what I mean? Just in hindsight, I was a kid back then, but if I was her, I would be thinking in that statement, hey man, nah, fuck that. Y'all gonna make my son look right. He you know what I mean? He gonna grow up and have bitches. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know she didn't say that, but that's what I would have said because that's what I'm thinking because ultimately, you know what I mean? I had no shortage of beautiful women in my life. Shout out to, every beautiful woman that's ever been in my life, you know what I mean? Because that's a blessing because it's a lot of cats that can see that's had the non-luxury of just, you know what I mean, being plagued with ugly bitches his whole life. I mean, this nigga, he when he lost his virginity to an ugly bitch. He gonna die, the last bitch he's gonna fuck, ugly bitch. To him, he created a word. Sighted niggas created a word for to live with fucking with ugly bitches their whole life.
What's this word?
She's fuckable.
Fuckable.
Can I put my stunners back on?
Yeah.
Easy call.
Easy call. So, Pimpin', you put the diamonds in your eye. But I gotta ask you this. I gotta ask you this sincerely because, before you came in the interview and talked about some things and researched some things, but rumor has it you was the first person signed to Rodney King and P. Diddy.
That out. Well,
No. Slow.
That's crazy.
First of all, to find this and to find out about it, it took some people. But
don't work, fool.
Puff Daddy and Rodney King came together to sign you. When and why, and is it true?
Hold on, let's put a disclaimer that the P. Diddy situation, like I said, that was Rodney King when I was like 17, 18 years old. God rest his soul. He was a real good dude. And what people don't know about Rodney was a gangster. You know what I mean? Rodney was from, ABC up the hills. And he was a solid dude. And he fucked with me real tough. And, you know what I mean?
Rodney was really in them streets, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, they got their own streets up in them hills, up in, being up.
So when you say ABC, I'm assuming Altadena Block Crip.
Yeah, Altadena Block Crip, you know what I mean? He had all of them.
Damn.
Yeah, he had like, they was a whole, you know what I mean? They had, a label and everything. Like,
what?
Yeah, and he kind of played the back because he didn't want people to know, you know what I mean? Like, it was, you know what I mean? It was his situation because he had the police hating on him. So, yeah, them dudes up there, they was official. Like, Rodney was official. He put money behind me some years ago in them cats. And, I did like one album with them. And then, it kind of fell apart. Rodney did his thing, and God rest his soul, man. But he was a real good dude. Gave me one of the first people to give me an opportunity after some others. So, it just wasn't the right situation, the right synergy. But, I got nothing respect for the Rodney and his sister and their family, his kids and shit like that, and his brother Juan. I had love for them. They was good people. And then the cats that Team Alta, them cats was solid dudes. You know what I mean? We didn't see eye to eye and the shit didn't work out. But there was an organization and they was trying to really push the line and give me an opportunity when I was a kid to be heard. And then after that.
So how'd you bump into DJ Battle Cat? And how do you know these people? Because
slow. You told me to slow down, nigga. You got to slow down.
I went through your shit, man. I mean,
Cat. The funniest shit about Cat is Cat basically was always a G homie that raised me. Like, I didn't even know Cat for a long time. Like, when I was a kid, you talking 12, 13, 14 years old. I remember Cat DJing parties, right? And I used to rap at the parties, right?
Okay.
Different hood parties. My hood and his hood is like brotherhoods. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right? So, you know what I mean? We would be at a lot of party. And then I was like, I've been rapping since I was a kid. So I was better than grown men rapping. So if it was a party, they was probably putting me on the mic. You know what I mean? Because I was always like this blind kid sensation. You know what I mean? And I'm such a rooted, LA rooted, streeted. Hold on. I'm fucking my vernacular up. I was such a LA rooted street nigga from knee high. You know what I mean? Like, I got family that's Bloods. You know what I mean? I got family that's Crips. I'm a Crip. So, you know what I mean? Like, I was always in the mix, and they was always putting me on. I was like the only Crip. I would be 15 years old and all blue rapping at a Blood party because all the G Bloods were like my managers and my family. So, you know what I mean? And then I was such a phenomenal dude, and I still am. I mean, I just like aged like wine and just got better and better. But God already gave me a gift when I was a kid, and then he gave me the other gift of being just a social, you know what I mean? A social hyena. You know, I can't say butterfly. That shit too soft for me. I got to say a social hyena, spotted hyena with big ass teeth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
but Cat was my boy. You know, he was always the OG homie that DJ'd like a motherfucker. I didn't know he produced music, right? I didn't even know. Like, he did Domino and all that hit shit back in the day, like Sweet Potato Pie and Ghetto Jam. I think I was jamming to that shit in high school, right? I didn't know that he did that shit. You know what I mean? And then I met him after high school. I met him. I guess Motown had a studio on Melrose or something, and I went through there, and I used to go through and crash the spot, just kill every MC and eat them niggas. You feel me?
Let's fast forward.
And he was like, yo.
So you meet Dave Chappelle, Battle Cat, Poom. Tell us how you met Poom. Because, okay, let me unwrap that before I just drop that question. Word has it that Poom is a gentleman who, brung out a couple of people like Ludacris, and Lala Anthony, managed Black Street?
Well, I don't know the nigga's resume, but I'll tell you from what I do know, he's been instrumental in a lot of major, great, talented artists' careers, right? And that's my partner, you know what I'm saying? And we've always been partners mutually through my cousin Beeve, God rest his soul. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Beeves.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's my family. So my cousin B-Nut, Norman Beavers Jr., shout out to my uncle Norman Beavers Sr. He's the keyboard. He's always been the original keyboard player for Lakeside, the group, and all the hits and shit like that. So it's in our lineage as a family. But Beeve and Poom was high school shit. They came from childhood, Pop Warner and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? They came up. So when I got out of high school, my cousin was actually in college at the time, and we went to Atlanta to do a convention or whatever. I think I had just got signed, but the label wouldn't pay for me to go to Atlanta. Okay. But I'm like, now I'm going to fucking Atlanta, so I paid for myself to go, and I went down there, and it was like it was one of them fucking convention rap sheet, rap pages, or one of them conventions or whatever, right? So when I went down there, we ran into Poom, but my cousin didn't know that Poom was on. Like, he was like the big radio personality out there. Him and Ludacris had the Poom Daddy, Chris Lover, Future Flavors show. That shit was real big out there on the radio. My cousin just knew him from high school, and he hadn't seen him in a while. So, and they was tight. So, you know what I mean? When we ran into him, it was just like natural, you know what I mean? Boom, he heard me spit, and I came. He put me on his show, and then And then I didn't see him no more. You know, I went on tour with Mystical and did a whole bunch of shit. And then, boom, when I came back to L.A., DTP had started Disturbing the Peace, and he was one of the executives in that. And they were out here, you know, doing like Fast and Furious and all kind of shit. So I would just be fucking with them every day through you know, my cousin Beeve and Chris Miller and Kevin Rayburn, you know, who was all involved in that whole process too. So I was with like Titty Boy or 2 Chainz or whatever you want to label his brand at now, because I knew him as Titty Boy. I actually played Madden with the nigga. The nigga can tell you that I play Madden. A lot of these rap niggas know.
Who won that one? Because I ain't gonna lie, I like 2 Chainz.
No, 2 Chainz. At that time, he got me. At that time, but you talking about, you know, I was early in my football career when it come to Madden, and I was on I ain't gonna say adversary grounds. Like I was in his hotel room. He had nothing but like the DTP niggas around.
He had home court advantage.
Yeah, home court advantage. I-20 sitting in my ear. This nigga sound like Barry White. You know what I mean? This nigga voice crazy as a motherfucker. People loud. You know what I mean? It was a lot of people in the room, so I couldn't really. You know, I ain't gonna make no excuses, but I'll crush you. I'll crush you now. So 2 Chainz, if you want that back, let's run it back. But this time, let's run it live on your gram.
Hold on, sound like you the one that gonna have to do the run back. You the one that took the L. You feel me?
Nah. Here's the thing. I'm scoring on a nigga. Hey, look, man. If a blind nigga scored 3 times on you, I don't give a fuck if you beat me. I actually won. Fuck what you talking about.
That's the.
I already won. I won when I threw the first deep ball and caught that on you. I won. You know what I mean? It's just like when the Yankees brought out Fat Joe trying to compete with us, bringing out Ice Cube during the World Series for the Dodgers. It's like, you know, disrespect to Fat Joe, but it's like we already won. We won the game before it started because, I mean, if y'all ain't bringing out Jay-Z, you know, the king of New York, then you know what I mean? You know, that's like us bringing out Dub C. No disrespect to Dub C, but, you know, we going to bring out the Don Mega. Yeah. You know what I mean? We going to bring out, you know what I mean? You know, the only other nigga that I say is Mr. L.A. besides myself is Cube. He the only one that's been, you know what I mean, repping for South Central for, you know, 40 plus years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm from South Central. We call it the box, right? And a lot of niggas that live in the box don't even know it's the box, right? But in 1992, just a fun fact, in 1992, they, you know, after the riots, they decided to build another freeway because you already had 3 freeways, right? You had the 110, right? The Harbor Freeway, right? Then that was the east side of this city. Then you had the 405, which services the west side of the city. And then above that, right outside of South Central, you had the I-10 freeway, which is basically the top or bottom, you know, however the fuck you looking at it. I'm not. Listen. So they said, fuck it, we're going to build the 105 because we need these white folks to be able to get from fucking Orange County to LAX, right? So without driving through Watts. So they built the 105 and that blocked in South Central into a box. So whenever the fuck we want to get this shit popping, they're going to just lock off the blocks and close that, you know, 1 million niggas in. Because we already locked in. You just don't know it. You think it's just, you know what I mean, freeway accessibility. Nah, these are gates. And they can close them at any time.
So y'all was thinking that deep about the situation. That's how deep you get with this shit. So with that being on your mind, what other kind of stuff have you, because you've had to look at the world a different way, literally.
Facts, big facts.
So right now, as you look at yourself, what do you see for your future?
I don't know, Hov. I'm not looking at myself. But I would say
And we're elite.
I look good as fuck. No, I look good. Bitches be telling me that. No disrespect. Women tell me that. Queens tell me that. You know what I mean? Fucking babies give me that vibe. Like, this nigga. Like, you know what? Animals even fucking let me know I'm that nigga. Like, dogs, like when I walk by, like, you know what I mean? Like, they make us, you know what I mean? Animals react to me different. The other day, I was smoking, and I wasn't just high because I'm always high. You know what I mean? Because I like to stay on the higher level of the plateau.
Oh, we heard you like to stay high. We heard. Matter of fact,
it's a lifestyle.
I heard you even maybe have went to court to fight for the right for you to smoke because it's the only time your eyes don't hurt.
Yes.
And you had a big to-do with maybe helping the weed measure pass. That's what I heard.
Hey, bottom line, I'm the pioneer of this shit. I'm the face of medical marijuana. I've always been the leading activist and advocate for disabled people having the right and the safe access to medication.
So my sources is right. You really did.
I really did.
Go to court and
really
it's like I need this for my medical condition.
And I spoke in front of the city council, and I really had to like put it down.
Hold on, y'all. We got to stop them.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank you from everybody that rolls a blunt in California on behalf of all the stoners in America, man. We like to thank you for doing that because I do appreciate being able to smoke. Thank you so much. I ain't even joking, no cap.
No.
If you went to City Hall, homie,
I can appreciate that, but I want to put another disclaimer out there.
Okay, go ahead. Go right ahead.
I wasn't doing it for y'all.
You was doing it for you.
And I was like, nah. I'm like, you know, man, ain't no disrespect, but you know how niggas be like, man, fuck you, man. Mm-hmm. Fuck y'all niggas. I wasn't worried about niggas who could see. I wasn't worried about nobody who could fucking see because this is the whole thing. And it wasn't about seeing or not seeing. It was about disabled people because I was speaking for medical marijuana, right? Now, medical marijuana been in existence since 1996, right? Prop 215, Compassion Act, 420, Compassion Act. Right,
that's right.
So that was
Compassionate caregivers.
Right, so that was put on the books in '96. Right, so from that point on, you had to have a medical marijuana recommendation that you had to get from a doctor, and the doctor had to prove that you were disabled in 16 various ways. Right, all right. So that went on for 16. So that went on for 20 years. Right. Now here's the problem. The problem was. The first 8 years, black people that don't like to read didn't know that the law existed. They heard about it, but they didn't know that it existed. But when they would go, you know, get lost driving on the 101 or something and get off, they'd be like, man, they had a weed store in Calabasas. You know what I mean? Right? So, but we didn't actually get weed stores in the box and on the outskirts of the box in like Hollywood and shit like that until like the early 2000s. So 01, 02 weed stores are starting to open, right? So, but everything was medical marijuana, right? But what they was doing is corporate America and our greedy ass, you know what I mean, politicians and lobbyists in California was just using it to using disabled people as a Trojan horse to get the general public comfortable with seeing people with bags and walking out of stores and shops and stuff like that, and seeing the whole process of how the cannabis process works.
Well, you know what?
Right?
We appreciate every disabled person
let me
that
get
helped
this
us.
off. I got a chest, nigga.
Yeah, because you making it like y'all want to keep all the weed for you and shit, nigga. I need weed too, man. I live in a box. I'm disabled too, man.
You live in a box?
Hell yeah, you just described that damn box. I need some weed too, man.
Nah.
Shit.
But you might be disabled. You might be.
Yeah, I live in Los Angeles, California. Of course I'm disabled. I was born with PTSD.
On hood. Cuz got PTSD. Hey, no, see, I'm not disputing that. Every nigga in California is disabled. The problem is, hey, like, what it is, all right, so I don't have blind written on my fucking forehead, but for some reason,
because you still, I'm kind of believing it. But the fact you play Madden, bro, I can't phantom how you do it.
You know what? It's a God gift, and I will tell you this.
So how do you know if the defense is slacking?
Slacking on what?
How would you know if the defense, like say if you're on offense, you know what I'm saying? How would you know to run this play? Because his defense, you didn't see the last play.
Yeah,
bullshit.
So
man.
let me tell you. Let me break it down.
Okay.
All right. I don't give a fuck what he in. It's about what I'm doing, right? Okay. And it's about matchups, right? So the bottom line is, if I come out in single back 3 wide, right? Mm-hmm. If I come in single back 3 wide, boom, I'm gonna motion my running back. I'm gonna motion my running back to the left. Now he's on the line. Now he's all the way in the slot, right? On the left side, right? But 9 times out of 10, a linebacker, because he's assigned to a linebacker, that linebacker is going to have to move over and cover him, right? But he's in the slot. So now it's foot speed, right? So I'm a motion him to the left. I know a linebacker gonna have to trail, right? At the same time, I'm gonna keep my tight end that's right in front of me or right to the left of the center or to the right of the center. I'm gonna keep him in the block, right? To give me some extra protection because I need a second back there to set my feet and throw the ball, right? So the whole time I know where I'm going. I'm going to that running back that I just motion into the slot on the left-hand side, right? I got my tight end right in front of me to the right as an extra blocker for me, right? So it's gonna give me a little time. I roll my line, my offensive line to the left to give me maximum protection when I hike the ball. When I hike the ball, ready now, set hike. I'm gonna step back twice. Boom, boom, boom. I might pump fake to get the defense to stall. That stalls the corners for a second, right? Or in the safety if they
watching.
If the safety is in the middle of the field,
how would you know if he's in the middle of the field?
If he ain't, he's gonna get burned. If he is, it's done. I'm going all the way up top. Now check this out. That linebacker is done. That linebacker who's covering that running back, I'm gonna lose him in the first 10 yards, right? Because I'm playing with like Reggie Bush and my niggas are 97. Right? And that linebacker's a 65, maybe 70, right? I mean, if he's really fucking good, you know what I mean? You know, he's still going to get burned, right? All I need is time back there to throw. 1,000, 2 1,000, right? Pull the stick all the way to the left, because I know my running back that's on that slot, he's running up that left hand sideline, right? So I'm pulling it to the left because that safety that's coming over to cover for that linebacker that just got burned. That safety is probably going to be on his inside shoulder. So I'm pulling to the outside because I already know Drew Brees is putting that shit right on the dime. So, boom. Now, if he doesn't catch it, right? There's only 2 options, right? He's either going to catch it out of bounds, right? And to prevent that, what I do is the play before that, I run it to the right. So I'm on the right hash. If I know I'm on my next play, I'm going to go to the left and throw that deep ball. I'm going to make sure I'm on the right hash before I even run that play to the left because I want to make sure he got space where he ain't catching it out of bounds. So it's only 2 options. He either going to catch that motherfucker out of bounds or it's going to be pass interference and I'm going to get the ball down to wherever the dead ball spot is anyway, right? Or he going to catch it. 9 times out of 10, he going to catch it. If I set my feet, throw it or step up when I throw the ball, you know, like on Madden, if you step up when you throw the ball, it sends the receiver deeper. You know, the algorithms in the programming makes the receiver go deeper, right? So, you know what I mean? If I know that you know, it's like, you know, fucking Ray Lewis or somebody over there that's just, you know what I mean, a fucking 90 linebacker, and there ain't too many of them, but you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna put some air, you know what I mean? I'm gonna really put some air under that to make my receiver, which is my running back in that particular play, go a little deeper. And it should be 6. And I don't have to see that. Or if I'm
I have to see this shit myself, bro.
Yeah, or I'll
because you talking about it, and I play Madden, and I'm just saying, you still describing it like a man who has sight would describe this shit.
Well, I'm describing it like a football mind. You know what I mean? I really could be like an offensive coordinator, right? Because what I see the field in my mind, right? And I see the lineup. Right, because I saw football before. You're not talking to a nigga that never saw football.
Right.
Right? So I see the field, right? And, I'm a quarterback. That's my lifestyle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm going to either drop back the throw, drop back the bus, or drop back to holler at a bitch. You know what I mean? You dropping back. You know what I mean? Right?
All right.
Because you don't want to be all in her face, like, what's up? So you got to it's like if you ain't a player, you don't know. It's like a shoulder drop back. You like, what up? How you doing? So I'm used to just dropping back on whatever. You feel me? So, what I do, okay, boom. When I run a play in Madden, you know what I mean? How I play Madden is I see the field. I know my receivers.
So you watching?
I know my plays. I ain't watching shit, cuz. I know my plays. I know I know, you know what I mean, the skill sets of my players. I know that circle, my primary receiver. I know this nigga 6'5", right? I know most corners. Even at this time, most corners is 6'1", right? So I already know I got leverage. I got leverage.
Got
so
4 inches on him.
I got 4 inches on him, and I got hopping ability, right? So I know if I'm on the 4-yard line, right, I'm gonna throw a curl route to that nigga, right? And it's gonna be jump ball. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, my nigga's gonna come down with it, or it's gonna be pass interference, right? But I gotta run him off. You right. Right? Because he might be double teamed, right? He might be planning real close because it's only 5 yards. We in the red zone, right? So what I'll do is I'll take that same running back that I just went up top on the left-hand side. I'll motion him to the right and send him on a streak, right? That's going to run off that corner. That's going to make that corner pause for a second, and that linebacker is going to get caught up in the wash. Right? Because the linebacker got to come cover that running back that I just motioned to the right, right? And put him, boom. Now I'm sending him on the street. Now what I'm going to do with that tight end, right? I'm going to send that tight end straight up the middle on the street too, right?
Okay.
Because he's going to take the other linebacker, the middle linebacker, he's going to take him with him, right? So now I got one-on-one action with a 6'5" receiver in the red zone, in the corner of the end zone, with a fucking corner that's 5'10", 6 foot, right? I'm going to run fucking my circle. I'm going to run that motherfucker on a curl route. So it's ready now. Set, 1,000. Touchdown, right? What happened is the running back took a linebacker, right? And the corner gotta immediately come off the you know what I mean, jamming the receiver because he watching his running back just fly by him, right? Mm-hmm. So he's got his natural instinct is he don't know who's back there if he got help. So, you know what I mean? He know the linebacker about to get burned. He ain't got the foot speed.
Let me ask you this. As passionate as you are as football, what else are you passionate about? Is it the music more, or is it now the movies? Like,
it's actually sex first. You know,
what? Like that's your number one passion?
No, not my number one, but I'm just passionate at everything. But like when you just blurting shit out, it's like, yeah, fucking is a passion. You know what I mean? Like I'm passionate about it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm working. You know what I mean? Like a nigga. You know what I mean? Like everything for me, and that's the funniest shit. People ain't passionate about shit. They might be passionate about one thing and a bum at all the rest of the shit. Me, I'm passionate. I go hard with everything. If it's hustling, if it's cooking, you know what I mean? I cook like a motherfucker too. That should be amazing.
It is.
I clean shoes. Like, you know what I mean? Motherfucker asked me how I clean these white shoes. I get fucking dish detergent and a sponge. and I just put dish detergent and hot ass water, and I love cleaning my shoes, and I just clean these motherfuckers until I hear skik, 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 till the motherfuckers be squeaking like a squeaky. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I you know what I mean? I'm really into everything. So I got passion for everything that I do. If I'm smoking weed, if I'm, you know what I mean? Like,
so are you really transitioning out of music into movies? Because I'm seeing you do more skits, more on the camera now.
Absolutely.
What's the future like?
I'm transitioning into movies. It ain't really a transition. I was born to be a star, and I think that I was born to be watched. Like, God said, you can't see, so everybody gonna look at you. You cool with that? You know what I mean? He said, like, look, man, I'm gonna make you super talented. I'm gonna make you super handsome, right? I'm gonna make you extraordinary, right? You gonna have billboards, big ass posters and shit. You gonna be all over the internet, but you ain't gonna be able to see it. Is that cool? You good with that? And I had to say, nigga, I ain't had a choice, but fuck it. I'm with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Didn't DOC or something say, cool, I'm with it. Yeah, I was on some DOC. Cool, I'm with it. Okay. Beard brush time. You know what I mean? You gotta keep that hair right on your face. Motherfuckers say, man, that don't scratch your face. No, it's a soft brush and I got soft, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is what it is.
So let me ask you this before we get out of here.
This is passion, bro.
What's the number one?
Sweating right here?
Yeah.
I'm passionate.
Well, I'm going to ask you, since you're so passionate, what is the most passionate thing you want to get off your chest right now before we get up out of here? What you think you just got to say? Because, you was talking about that brush earlier, too.
Check out my movie, Supervision, Passion of a Hustler. And also, if you looking at this interview and you know me and you like, man, you a wild nigga and you should have said this and that, you know what I mean? Swallow a knife, nigga. Swallow a fucking knife, because the bottom line is I'm doing me, and when you in interviews and you high and you ain't, you know what I mean? You just flowing, man. Like, I want people to know, like, look, man, you know how people say, man, you think you better than me. I am, nigga. And you know it. On Crip.
All right, man. It's a pleasure. I love the energy because you stay on 10. For real, on God.
I stay on 10, man. I be trying to be on 2 and 3. That shit's boring. Nobody, the bitches don't like no nigga on 3, 4. You know what I mean? I'm all the way up. You know, lit. Shit, we lit. Hey, shout out to Budhead Music Group. Shout out to my film company, Budhead Film Productions. Check out my film, Supervision, Passion of a Hustler, on Tubi. Check out my new film, Jungle Juice 2, which I'm guest starring in with my man Curly, the 5th. Also, I got a new comedy special coming out on Tubi called No Filters, All Funny. No Filters, All Funny. Supervision presents No Filters, All Funny. I'm giving some hardworking comedians that's hustlers, you know what I mean, an opportunity to be seen and heard, because that shit is just fucking rare for, you know what I mean, niggas to look out for niggas. Me personally, I can't see, bro, but I look out.
That's what's up. So, ladies and gentlemen, definitely tap in with your boy Supervision448 on Insta.
Yeah.
Or just follow him.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Show him some love.
And the music on Spotify, any music streaming platform, look up Supervision448. I'm going to keep dropping that content. And it's all love. Shout out to LA. You know what I mean? We on.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. We appreciate you. We respect you. But we out. Peace.